In this video, we'll talk about the structured application development, one of the approach that we can use in order to develop our system. So the structured application development, also known as the SAD, we call as SAD. So this part involves top-down approach. So that's mean from the general system. From the general system, you go for detailed structure. So after a system analysis, do documentation. Okay, all the system requirement for the system that you want to develop. He or she will break down the system into several subsystems. From several subsystems, it will divide into several modules. So this process we call as partitioning. Okay, into several partition, so we call as partitioning. That is the term that we use. And then this approach also is called modular design, and is similar to constructing a level set of the DFD that you have learned before. In DFD, we have level 0 until 1, 2, 3, right? So the process is quite similar. From the general system, you break down into several subsystems. From the several subsystem, you break down into several modules. So this module, you can assign into several programmers. So several programmers can settle up or develop that modules, and then after that it will integrate everything. So this can help you in order to decrease the time or decrease the duration needed in order to come up with the whole system. So this is the SAD part, top-down approach, from partitioning system, from the system into the subsystem, subsystem into several modules. So in SAD, we use the structure chart. So this structure chart show the program modules and the relationship among the modules. It control the modules and subordinate module. And then we have the symbol represent modules, data couples, control couple, and condition, as well as the loops. Okay, first we go for the modules. So it represent in the rectangle. So you can see at this figure, we have rectangle 1. So we have module 1, and then it will go to module 1.1, module 1.2, module 1.3. So the rectangle symbol show the module. So this part we call as control module, and this one we call as the subordinate module. Okay, this one is the rectangle with the vertical line at the edge of the rectangle. This part we indicate as library module. So a library module is reusable code that can be invoked from more than one point to the chart. Okay, we can reuse that module for another part. So the next one is the data couple. So let's say here we have the module maintain customer data, and then we have this data couple. So the data couple represented by this arrow with the empty circle. We have this arrow, and then we have the empty circle here. So this arrow show the data couple. So a data couple show that the data that one module pass to another module. So from maintain customer data, it will pass the data into the lookup customer name, and from the lookup customer name, it pass the data into the maintain customer data. So this is the symbol, and this symbol show that it will pass the data from one to another. Okay, the next part we have the control couple. Control couple is represented by an arrow. So this one is the arrow with a fill circle. Okay, the difference between the control couple and the data couple is this one at the circle side. Okay, control couple arrow with the fill circle, and the data couple arrow with the empty circle. So a control couple shows a message. So that message also known as the status flag. So give a status to the others, so the others will notify on that flag. Also known as a signal. It gives a signal to another one, like a message or a status flag. So this part, under this part, update customer file, send a signal to the maintain customer data. This one we call as control couple. The next one is the condition. So it represented by a diamond symbol. Okay, this one is a module. So this module have the diamond symbol here. So a line with a diamond on an end represent a condition. Okay, from the diamond it can go to the sort by part name, or sort by the part number, or sort by the inventory values. So a condition line indicate that a control module determine which subordinate module will be invoked. So depending on specific condition that you have put before, it can trigger the subordinate module. This one is subordinate module, this one is your main module. So based on the condition that you put, it will invoke either this one, or this one. And then the next part is the loop. So the loop is represented by the curved arrow. So this is the curved arrow. Okay, this one is the curved arrow. So a loop indicates that one or more modules are repeated. So based on this one, it indicates that this module calculate the GPA and the get student grade are repeated in your system. Okay, the next part we have the cohesion and the coupling. So these are the tools that we use for evaluating your design. So highly cohesive and loosely coupled is desirable. So cohesion measures the module scope and processing characteristic. Okay, the task of cohesion, it measures the module scope. And for the coupling part, it will describe the degree of interdependence between the modules that we have created. So for cohesion, okay, this one is less cohesive, this one is more cohesive. So if a module perform multiple tasks, that module is more complex compared to module that only perform one task. So more complex coding are needed in order to complete that module, and logically it will be difficult to create and difficult to maintain. If you need to make a module more cohesive, you can split into separate units. Okay, for example, here we have check customer number and credit limit. Instead of that module check the customer number as well as the check the credit limit, you can separate this module become check customer number, and another one is check customer credit limit. So you can enhance the cohesive level. That's why at this part is more cohesive compared to this one. Okay, for example, under this part, by splitting the check customer number and credit limit into two separate modules, you can improve the cohesion of that module. Okay, and the next video we will discuss on the object-oriented application development. So for now, you already know what is the structured application development. It is a top-down approach, and under this part, you need to know about the module, what all the symbol that involved in the structured module.